Just about set to go and getting to start, Blake Snell.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez, looking for his first big league hit right here. And that one misses up and in. And the count is 2-0. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
This one popped up right side. Freeman makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Detroit's opening day lineup, and Singy, this team took a big step forward last year.
Yeah, especially after the All-Star break, Boog. They had a .600 winning percentage down the stretch, shocked the Astros in the wild card round, and took the Guardians to the brink in the ALDS. It was their first winning season in almost a decade, so we'll see if they can build on that this year.
Gleyber Torres in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder Riley Green.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Riley Green trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive, and that's just foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Now this is in the air down the line. Pajes brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On the hill here today, Tarik Skubal. What's the word on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. And that one in the air, center field. Kreidler settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out. And here's the opening day lineup for the reigning World Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog, for a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And They've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year, a World Series title.
Mookie Betts stands in now and watches strike one.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Backed off the plate that time. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch is in the dirt. The count now 2-2. And Mookie takes. One out, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Turns and fires the Betts. Struck him out looking.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1-2 now. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. Scoreless after 1. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Snell back to work. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
That misses. 2-1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Hit in the air, center field. Edman squeezes it, and there's one away.
Batting fifth,
Manuel
right
Margot
fielder,
up to the
Manuel
plate.
Margot.
Lifted in the air, right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Colt
And now the first
Keith.
baseman, Colt Keith. And foul ball.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres.
Ground ball, left side. Throws to second for one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a big one for the Dodger faithful, singing LA winning their 2nd title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with a World Series.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
That one's in there. 0-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
1 down, base is empty. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, the one positive, if you're out there on the mound, it's knowing that you can still get out of this inning with 1 pitch. You can't let that mistake snowball here. Get that ground ball. Get out of the inning with a double play.
Max Muncy now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Smith, the base runner at first with 1 out. Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Boog gets talked about a lot,
Batting
but
7th,
a good high
center
fastball in a
fielder,
2-strike
Tommy
situation, it's just
Edman.
become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Ball 1. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Stays alive. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full, no score. Well, here we go. Top
Leading
of
off for
the
the
third
Tigers,
scoreless
shortstop,
game. Now it's the
Javier
shortstop,
Baez.
Javier Baez. If they did a poll of top tattoos in Major League Baseball, Javi Baez, I think, would have to be in the top 5. Right on the back of his neck is the Major League Baseball logo. So it's effectively right under the MLB logo that's on his cap. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Top of the third, no score. There's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Out to short. Betts. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder Ryan Kreidler.
And now the center fielder, Ryan Kreidler. Kreidler measures 6 feet 4 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. 2 down, nobody on.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman Andy Ibanez.
So the lineup flips over, and now Andy Ibanez.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat.
Oh, that got him.
Our biggest concern, other than injury after a moment like that, is just how the pitcher will respond.
batting,
You know, sometimes a guy loses confidence in a pitch when he's hit somebody.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. Looked like it was a little bit up. Next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His first homer of the year. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
Off the plate.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oscilla picks up the strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
third,
off
Miguel
for the
Rojas at the
Dodgers,
plate.
Second baseman, Miguel
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that
Rojas.
shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's off the mark, 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball. That's in there. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And
Ball
downstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy
Now
laying
batting,
off a 3-2
designated
pitch, and I tell you what, he
Shohei
earned that one.
Ohtani.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Foul ball there. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Outside with a breaking ball. Pajes at first, 1 gone. That one misses. 3-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Keith puts it away. Out, number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Mookie digs in here. Struck out looking his first time. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man.
1-0.
They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Two outs. Just missed.
Inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Check swing, and he went. And the count now even up.
2-2 the count.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the Dodgers leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to
Leading
the
off for the
ballpark.
Tigers,
And
the
here is
designated hitter,
Spencer
Spencer
Torkelson.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's
Now
still
batting,
in the
right
strike
fielder,
zone, can be
Manuel
tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Manuel Margot. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Margot checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Rule to swing. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here on opening day. And there's a ball. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside
Now
corner for that
first
backwards
baseman,
K
Holt
right there.
Heath.
I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And here's the first baseman, Colt Keith. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting,
Here's
shortstop,
Baez.
Javier Baez.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy on the move. And he makes the catch. And that is that. 1 left for Detroit, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
off
4.
for the
Freddie
Dodgers,
Freeman up to the
first
dish.
baseman, number 5.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
This one in the air, right field. Margot hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar
And now
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez. First time up, he grounded to third.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The Dodgers trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And up to the
Up
plate
next,
is Will
for the
Smith.
Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
And strike 1 to the catcher.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And that is out of play. And 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by
One
that
ball, two
much. So
strikes,
0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Dodgers down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Snell back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Blake Snell with the strikeout.
Now batting, the center
And
fielder,
next up
Ryan
for the Tigers,
Kreidler.
Ryan Kreidler. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a foul out of play. And ball one. This one in the air, center field. Edman in position. Nabs it, 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Andy Ibanez.
So digging in, Andy Ibanez. 0 for 2 in this one. He was late there, strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Rojas. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Tigers. But they lead at 3-0. Bottom of the inning, stepping in the long ball threat, Max
Leading
Muncy.
off for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Pitch misses, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, the
Tommy
center
Edman at the
fielder,
plate.
Tommy Edman.
And that's outside, and it's 1-0. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to Torres. Over to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The Dodgers yet to pick up a hit here. Step off throw to first. Edman back in on a dive. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. And a big swing and a miss.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Torres over to first. Got him.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Andy
Pajes.
Pajes. He reached out a walk his first time. And a foul ball. Edman on third with 2 out. That one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. To the right side, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for LA, still down 3-0.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back,
the Dodgers,
and they make a change to start the
number
6th.
49.
The new pitcher, Lake Trinan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here it comes. Torres up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Next pitch is outside. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 2-2 now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Green stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-2. And the sweeper misses. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Base is empty, one away here on opening day. This to third, Muncy. And he can't come up with it.
He's safe.
Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on
Up
the
next
field.
for
But
the
there's some
Tigers,
nerves
the
involved,
designated
and if you
hitter,
haven't had a
Spencer
chance to settle
Torkelson.
into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy. And I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the best feeling to start the year. He's got to turn the page quickly.
Torkelson,
That's
the
outside.
next to hit, takes ball one. Man at first, one away. And
Ball
another
two.
ball.
Oh, that's inside.
And ball four, two aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy
Now
at the plate
batting,
was not going to help
right
him out by
fielder,
swinging at something out of the zone.
Margot.
First and second, one out. Manuel Margot up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And Margot able to spoil that one.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Got him swinging. And there are 2 outs.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having
Now
him out
batting,
in front of
the
that
first
pitch.
baseman,
Clearly, he had him fooled.
Colt Keith now at the plate. Fought off foul. Way outside,
one
and it's 1-1. First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball
It's a
2.
big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Three and 2.
Javier Baez waiting to hit for Detroit. Two on, 2 outs, and that'll
That's
load
ball
the
4.
bases.
Take your base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all
Now
about
batting,
creating opportunities,
shortstop,
and this is one of them
Javier
right here.
Baez.
El Mago coming to the dish. Just
that's
missed.
outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Pressure's on right
Two ball,
here.
no
2-0
strike.
count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Chop to the left side, and that one handled. Throws across the diamond, out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So the Tigers leave them loaded, but they lead it 3-0. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Late swing, foul to the left. Late with the swing there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Gets under it and pops it up. Baez corrals it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number 5.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Freeman goes 6 feet 5 inches, 35 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2007. There's the strike. Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back.
Dodgers.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
51.
Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the catcher to hit, Jake Rogers.
Catcher, Jake Rogers.
And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Ryan Kreidler.
Here's the center fielder, Ryan Kreidler. This one in the air. Rojas makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. That misses, and that is ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, and he went. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a good eye there.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
That one 95 to finish him off. Bottom of the 7th. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that's
Ball
off
inside.
the inside edge. And that's ball one. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
One ball,
Good
two
late
strikes.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Two strikes.
Breaking ball inside. Ball two. Out to short. Baez. And Hernandez is out.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game
Now
with the
batting,
no-no going that
the
we're
catcher,
anticipating
Will
seeing some history.
Smith.
Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them.
Will Smith to the plate. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. There's a strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game. 99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
And that's way high. And a count 1-2. The Dodgers still looking for their first hit in this one. And that's downstairs. And the count is even 2-2.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first.
This one popped up. Keith sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Still no hits on the board. One out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And they'll do it again. The Dodgers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 7 no-hit innings in the books. It's the Tigers 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here
Leading
in
off for
LA,
Detroit,
here is
second
Gleyber
baseman,
Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
Garcia back to work. Ball one there.
Ball one.
You have to be creative pitching against bad
Count
ball
1-0.
hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Riley
Now
Green.
the left fielder, Riley Green. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Torkelson will hit next. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tommy Kahnle.
Now pitching for Detroit, number 43, Tommy Kahnle.
Here's a switch hitter,
Leading
Tommy
off
Edman.
for the Dodgers,
And this lineup is
center
still
fielder,
hitless as we begin
Tommy
the 8th.
Edman.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Next pitch is downstairs. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Bo Brisky getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Herter, a left-hander, also throwing. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 2-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Now it's going to be Miguel Rojas. Has grounded out a couple of times.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's outside.
Foul ball. That one in the dirt, and the count's even at 2. Outside with a breaking ball. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ball game.
At the plate, Andy Pajes. Outside, ball 1.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across, because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Swinging a foul straight back. Rojas over at first with one away. That one just misses. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Hard hit right side to second. There's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. So that does it for us here in the 8th as the no-hit bid comes to an end. It's the Tigers 3 and the Dodgers nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony
Now
Banda.
pitching for the Dodgers, number 43.
Manuel Margot. All right, ready to get underway. Now the third baseman, Andy Ibanez, looking for his first big league hit right here. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ground ball up the middle. Jumps, throws, it's there, and that's a great play. Here's Gleyber Torres. Just missed. One out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
One down, base is empty. Now one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Well, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Riley Green, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here on opening day. There's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. And over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That one missing inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Kicks and deals. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 down, base is empty. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two out, space is empty. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2,
Batting
and he
fifth,
ends up
right
hitting
fielder,
him with a
Manuel
pitch.
Margot.
Manuel Margot up to the plate. There's a strike. Slider misses outside. Torkelson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and it kicks off the base. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Batting sixth, first baseman Colt
So up
Keith.
next, Colt Keith, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Liner, base hit. Coming around third is Torkelson. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. And they take a 2-run lead.
No
Shortstop
waiting around
Javier
right there.
Baez.
He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Javi Baez digs in right side. And that's fouled off. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and out 2-2. That one ripped right center field. Edman going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 2, the Dodgers coming to bat. Back here at Dodger Stadium, today's starting pitcher, Tarek Skubal.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just missed.
1-1. Ball 2.
Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one ripped. That's a hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the
Batting
zone,
second,
and then guys have a better
shortstop,
chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Man at first, and up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. That clips the corner.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the Junior Golf Tournament this offseason.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. That's outside. 1-1. And that one missing low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Oh, that's out.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one above the zone.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Ohtani, the lead runner at second. Betts over at first with 1 away. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And fouled off. And ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Headed to the plate. He'll score and then tie it. Relay throw, but it's offline. He will score. It's 3-2.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here comes Max Muncy. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A gigantic blast, and they add to the lead. It's 5-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
One out, base is empty. And here is Tommy Edman. Inside, ball one.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That's out.
First inning going a bit long, 23 pitches to this point. A little bit low, and now 3-0. Skubal maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Miguel Rojas stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's through there for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. Second inning set to go. And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Snell back to work. That clips the corner.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2.
Headed down the line. Pajes turns to the right on the move. One down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ryan Kreidler in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a ball. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
And that's in the dirt. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The 0-1. Swings through that one. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Outside, that's a ball.
And misses inside. And that's outside. And the count is filled up. Hit in the air out to center field. Edman sizes this one up. And there's two away.
Now batting, left fielder, Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Outside. Kreidler over at second. Ibanez at first, 2 out of the inning. Close, but called a ball. And now 2-0.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. A run scores. It's a 2-run game.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next to hit, Spencer Torkelson. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Two outs.
Nope.
Tap foul at the plate. So Torque takes the win.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Just missed.
Outside.
And another ball.
2-0.
On the ground to first, but it kicks foul. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ripped on a line. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Just off the inside edge. Next offering is fouled back. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Kreidler sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 5.
And here's Freddie Freeman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
1-0. Hey!
Foul ball there. Freeman hits it in the air. And that is that. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Manuel Margot.
Right fielder,
Now 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a tapper. Slinging it to first in time. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Baez. Fly to center his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Baez hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Strike 1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Tigers are shut down there. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
2-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
On the ground to short, Baez. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Doubled in his first AB. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. It's 6-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
One down. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one way outside. 1-0. Hit in the air, left field, Green. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. Walked and stole a base his first time. And a foul ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In there. And so now 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. You're dialed into the show. And we're back.
Leading
and
off
now the
for
catcher
Detroit,
comes up to him. Jake Rogers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
2 strikes.
Upstairs. Now 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same
third
page
baseman,
right now.
Andy Ibanez.
Andy Ibanez, the next to hit.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That's down and in.
2-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And it's fouled away.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 4th, Miguel Rojas at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Reese Olson, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Joe also throwing. Swing and a chopper out to short. Baez fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
They'll back in trouble,
Now
Boo,
that
and
is
it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tarek Skubal is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
So
Detroit.
the Tigers get a new arm from
Number
the pen.
19.
Will Vest.
Will
Well,
Vest.
they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. And there's a strike. Pajes stands at first with 1 out. That missed by a lot. 1 and 2 to count. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Up next,
That's one of those you
for the
classify
Dodgers,
as just too hot to
shortstop,
handle. Hit it on the
Mookie
screws, and it
Betts.
couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. He jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here is Freddie Freeman. There's a strike. In the air, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sac fly. It's 7-3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. That's too low. And that's ball 1. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And that is downstairs. 2-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next one misses, and it's 3-2. Will Smith would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Two on, 2 outs, and they're all loaded up.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So they get 1 but end up leaving the bases loaded. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Tigers 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Gleyber Torres. Snell back to work. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Blake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia warming up as well. That one the other way. Hauls in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So digging in, Riley Green. That one finds the corner, and that's strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that one clips the corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Now it's the DH, Spencer Torkelson. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The Tigers down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Very high with that one. And it's 1-2. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Well, they went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Manuel
Margot will hit next. 1 for 2. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Now one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Way inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That's to third. Throw on to Freeman. Third out, and that ends the frame. Tigers leave 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now here is Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Swung on, belted. That one's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Now batting, center fielder
Tommy Edman at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Two
Miguel
down, base is empty.
Rojas.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. And now the count is even. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back,
the
and they
Dodgers,
make a change to start the
number
6th.
49.
The new pitcher, Blake
Blake
Trinan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Colt Keith
Leading
up
off
now for the Tigers.
First baseman, Colt Keith.
Just missed. Keith, in his second season, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Now a screamer into the outfield. Pajes makes the grab, 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
The batter now, Javier Baez. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda getting ready to go. The Dodgers leading by 4 here on opening day. Pitch misses. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Rogers stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Kreidler, the next to hit, takes outside. Baez off of first with 2 away. That to right. Hernandez pulls it down, and that'll do it. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 9-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the left fielder, Andy Pajes. That's in there. Strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Johnny Brebbia appears to be getting loose. Holton getting loose as well. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That front door slider is
No
such
ball,
a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter,
batting,
and I'm sure that's going to sit on him
designated
for a
hitter,
little while.
Shohei
You want to be ready to hit the
Ohtani.
fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ohtani in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's long gone. He sends it out of here. It's 8-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
Here's Mookie Betts. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. Leaping, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His first homer of the year. It's 9-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So one out, nobody on. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Fastball for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Now it's the Dodger cleanup
Now
hitter,
batting, the
Teoscar
right
Hernandez.
fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Freeman leads off first with one away. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Green sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
And here's the catcher, Will Smith. He's already homered in this game. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
There's the strike. 2 runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 9-3. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Betts whips it to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And Gleyber takes outside. Top of the zone for a called strike. Off the mark there, and that's ball 2.
2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Next offering misses down and away.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find a zone.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And that skips into dirt.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Man at first, one away. In the air to left center. Edman sizing this one up. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
So now the DH spot, Spencer Torkelson. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
All 1's the count.
Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. 1 left for Detroit. Still way back. It's 9-3.
For Detroit,
we're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Johnny Brebbia.
John
Well,
Brebbia.
they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the
Leading
score
off
right
for the
where it
Tigers,
is.
third
Seems like a tough
baseman,
task today
Max
with the way this lineup is swinging
Muncy.
it.
That one pushed foul. Sliced hard but foul. Right through there, got him. And now one away.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right
Now
there.
batting,
Got three
the
straight
center
fastballs
fielder,
looking
Tommy
in the 0-2
Edman.
count just to pour it back.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. Swinging a foul straight back. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it's even up. Just off the inside edge.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
One down, base is empty. Ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Deceptive slider
Now
right there.
batting,
Stayed in the tunnel a long
second
time.
baseman,
Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch misses.
Outside.
To third. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Now here is Andy Pajes. And first offering is fouled off. Rojas off of first with 2 away.
Ball 1.
So now 1-2. And there's a ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two outs.
3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now
Ball
2
4,
on
take the base.
and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps
Now
this inning
batting,
alive, puts a runner into
designated
scoring
hitter,
position, and a chance for this
Shohei
offense to add on to their lead.
Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Inside,
Ball 1, no
almost
strike.
got him. That one pushed to the left and foul. And that's
Ball, that's out.
outside. upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball off right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Count is 3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 on, 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. First pitch, and he just misses.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The Dodgers threatening.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Got him looking. Mookie Betts down on strikes. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Tigers 3.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back,
Dodgers.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
51.
Alex Vesia.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Margot stands in now, looks at that one inside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that one a little below the knees, and the count is 2-0. That one ripped. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage
Now
counts where batting averages are
baseman,
just so
Colt
much higher. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So a man aboard, and up next for Detroit, Colt Keith. In there, and it's 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Runner at second, nobody out. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically
Now
likes to
batting,
shoot the ball the other
shortstop,
way.
Javier
But that time,
Baez.
a little anxious.
So here's Baez now. Now a fly ball to right center. Hernandez ranging after it. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here's the catcher
Now
to hit,
batting,
Jake
catcher,
Rogers.
Jake
0 for 3
Rogers.
with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. On the corner for a strike. 2 outs with a runner at third. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ryan Kreidler.
2 gone with runners at the corners. And next to hit for Detroit, Ryan Kreidler. 1 for 3. That's a little bit low. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Bats up with it. They take the force out. That ends the frame.
Now pitching for
Back
Detroit.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll
45.
into the bottom of the 8th. Reese Olson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next pitch is outside.
Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Stays alive. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Snags it on the run. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Hernandez batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
In the air, left field. 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
Now the catcher up to hit, Will Smith.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Up the middle, collected by Torres to first, and they get the out on Smith. And that will end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 9-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Vesia back to work. Vesia goes 6'1". He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Number 86, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Number 78, the right-hander, also getting loose. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And that chops in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Slides, but it gets by him.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. Grounder might be two. To Betts at second for one. On to Freddie. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now Riley Green. That's a laser base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here comes Torque to the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Two outs. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Tigers down to their final strike. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
9-3 your final here in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John